Hello, I am Mac, at least for a day, and everything's going to be okay. This is a continuation of Freighter Finder Episode 4, because I crashed, and I also had a sort of bugged, unlucky freighter where my progress was blocked by an object, a floating object that had collision, so... yeah, this is a redo. I warped to a different star system, so hopefully I won't get the same configuration. Hi, Joe. Hopefully I won't get the same layout for the freighter, so I won't have that problem again. So, restarting. We can get right to it this time. I don't have to, you know, do all the item inventory changing around that I did at the beginning of the other one. All right. What? Apparently you can move those capsules around with your body. Wish I could move that thing that was blocking me last time. Guess it worked out that I crashed right when I had a bugged freighter, because I was going to need to restart anyway. It's a slightly different name. The name of the freighter is still Sister, but the other word is different. I just went to an adjacent star, but whatever. Okay, good. It's a different layout. It's similar. So apparently this star cluster, the freighter's first room, has biological junk and turrets. Seems to be the format for this star cluster, but it is a slightly different layout, so hopefully my progress won't be blocked by a floating TV again. Fighting turrets is kind of boring. You just stand there and shoot at them, but oh well. The little biological horrors are definitely a lot better, how they scurry around and it's hard to aim at them. Turrets are basically even more non-moving sentinels, completely stationary. Captain's eyes only, pre-flight appraisal, entity is key, cargo security, disease resistance 93%, 93%, persuadability 16%, respect for command 7%, company approval rating 43%, predicted remaining lifespan 13 years. Interesting. Excuse me. Personal data for entity AMCHA. We should have been back months ago. Why won't they just tell us? They're coming apart. Recording ends. Hi, Thunder. It used to be you'd get Korvax convergence cubes and Korvax daggers from green boxes all the time. I don't think you do anymore. So those items used to be a lot harder to find, but now you find them in derelict freighters a lot. So they've just kind of been slowly moved to a different way of finding them. Oh, one more locker here. Thunder says, did the game bug out on you? Yeah. What the? Something's wrong with my... live stream on my laptop. Okay, that's better. Yeah, my... I was blocked. I was blocked by a spinning TV thing, so I wasn't going to be able to finish that freighter. And then I guess the spinning TV crashed me because I stayed too close to it for too long or something. So it worked out. I crashed anyways and had to restart. I was going to have to because my progress was blocked. But yeah, the layout of this freighter is very similar to that other one. Oh, so this is a security one. So this is a security one that also has some slime on the floor, but not nests. So I guess, yeah, it's still not really mixed. They either have turrets or nests. Turrets and security drones or nests, but they don't have both. Unless there's just a turret in the first room, and then the rest of the rooms have nests. Although somebody said they also found one that only had jellyfish. So I guess jellyfish are also another type of freighter. We have had one patch on console since Desolation was released. On PC, they've had one, but for experimental is taking a while. Yeah, that's because the experimental one is going to be a content update since we'll be getting base parts. And who knows, maybe there's going to be something extra with it that they haven't put on experimental. That would be awesome. But yeah, I think they're getting the whole system for obtaining base parts from derelict freighters fixed right. Make sure it works. I like these things that look like windows, like there used to be windows here. It's nice that you automatically reload in non-VR, but I'm pretty sure you don't in VR. It'd be nice if you did automatically reload in VR, because it's really annoying reloading in VR. You have to put your hand over and push the button on your other hand, which takes a lot longer than just pressing the square button to reload. Seems they are trying to patch everything in one and make it sure it works properly. Yeah. And there's actual content, which will be nice. I can't wait. They'll have a new reason to explore the freighters besides getting freighter upgrades and money and nanites. Also be getting new base parts. Decrypting, automated report on convergence IU, distrust levels below average, uniqueness of appearance, exceptional? Interesting. It's a Korvax with a unique appearance, consciousness boundary strength, average, conclusion, archive for later test. There's the security credentials. Is this a dead end? Oh no, this is the way forward. Huh. Interesting. Didn't expect the way forward to be that door. For some reason. Hi, Big Pidge. Research log entry follows. Recovered quasi-biological structure with automated probe. Performed baryogenesis survey. Observation mixed results. Continuing experiment. Hi, Pwn Stream. There's not a lot of boxes in this room. Hopefully I didn't miss anything. Let's check one more scan. Well, I'm going to a dead end anyway, so I could check when I come back. But I think we're good. I'm glad dead ends are marked so that I can go to the dead ends first. Ooh, rare item. Ancient treatises. Treatise? Not sure how to pronounce that. It's got a weird plural form. Should just be treaties, but it's treatises. It's probably a UK spelling. Oh. Okay. Drones. There we go. There's a lot of shelves that have fallen over in this configuration. Hey Rormar, I saw you found a microwave of doom. Yeah, I didn't realize that those can block your progress. I'm gonna have to report that as a bug, I guess. Partial cargo manifest follows. Experimental power fluid. Unmarked biosecurity crates, Corvax convergence cube, irradiated biological samples, status unknown. Not a lot of boxes in this freighter. I'm not getting a whole lot of loot yet. I have hit that twice now. Yeah, hopefully it does fix it. Oh, there's the drone. Yeah, hopefully they'll fix it in 2.62. Oh, there isn't usually enemies in dead ends. That's rare. Never found a drone in a dead end. I don't know why I make all these weird notes about things. I'm just, I don't know, observing patterns and stuff. I have hit, oh yeah, read that. Oh, I found a room with a ton of shelves everywhere. Looted so much. Cool. Yeah, it seems to be very luck-based how much loot you get, which is kind of cool. Also means, though, that sometimes you don't recoup all your money, but I think the nanites kind of make up for it. Which is pretty cool, actually. It would be pretty boring if you always made the same amount. definitely cool. There's a luck factor to it. Alright, let's go ahead and do this. This just lists all the crew members. It's not very interesting. It'll say that the captain is in a redacted area. Okay. I wish the log entries for those were a little more interesting. All they ever are is a list of crew members. But the second and third logs of the terminals are, well, there's not really a log in the last one. It's really only the second one that has the interesting storyline to it. Wait, I did already read this. I thought it didn't say I had. Alright, so this is the way forward. Pretty sure I went to the dead end already. One more scan. Yeah, we're good. Alright, up the ladder. There we go. Good thing about, you know, getting blocked in a freighter is since it doesn't save when you land on the freighter, you can always restart and, you know, go somewhere else because you don't lose your device since it didn't save when you landed. So I'm really glad they did it that way. That was really smart to help prevent you from getting stuck on the freighter and, you know, losing your device when you get a freighter that isn't completable. So that's good. It'd be awful to lose your device, especially with how much they cost. Here's one of these giant security drones. Wow, I'm already to the second terminal. I'm just barely halfway through the freighter. Interesting. Ooh. This is cool. Like I said, I really like these little things that look like they should be windows. Joe says you lose the device when you open the sealed door. Yeah, but I'm saying your game doesn't get saved though, Joe. If you get blocked while doing the freighter, you can reload your save and you'll go back to like whatever space station you started at and you'll still have your device. You can redo it. I'm not saying you don't lose your device ever. I'm saying you don't lose it because the game's not saved at that point. You can reload a save to get your device back and redo the freighter if it was bugged or whatever. Obviously, you lose the device if you finish the freighter. Well, you start the freighter and you technically lose the device then. What the heck? Turret oh, there it is. I thought there was a turret in the next floor up shooting at me. But yeah, obviously you lose your device if you do the freighter, but if you reload the save, you still have your device if you weren't able to complete the freighter. Yeah. Expedition event log. Engaged by hostile ships of unknown origin. Main shields held up under fire. Hostiles forced to flee, leaving behind valuable debris. The rhymes. Rounded up Korvax smugglers on planet. Seized 490 tons of contraband. Suffered weapons malfunction while engaging hostile forces. Took severe damage while unable to return fire. Forced to retreat. Okay. Big mistake, though, would be if you got blocked in a freighter and you just left in frustration without reloading your save, then you would lose the device and not get to complete the freighter. But as long as you're smart about it and reload your save if you get blocked, then you can restart and like warp to another system with a different layout so you don't get blocked again. Yeah, I remember seeing the thing in the patch notes where it says the hallway being blocked so you couldn't complete it. I didn't realize that was referring to like a floating microwave thing. I thought it was like the layout of the freighter like didn't continue, like the hallway was blocked by, you know, hallway assets and not a random floating object. So yeah, I think they are fixing it. I didn't realize that's what it meant. They quarantined another wing yesterday, gushed all down the corridor, burning the floor. The heat, I can't stand it. Endless heat. Man, some really crazy things happen in these places. Let's see, any boxes I missed? Pretty sure I got that log. Should be good. Oh wait, did I... There was a dead end I did back there, right? This room is so complex, it's hard to keep track of what I did here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did this dead end. Yeah. Okay. Just checking. Okay, let's do this. This is the one that has cool storyline to it. Mainframe access denied. Captain's DNA required to access personal log. Yeah. His location's unknown. Input accepted. Duty officer may take command. Yep, I have that thing. Credentials accepted. Log will record temporary commander. Okay. I just want the captain's log. Date stamp. Korvax Echo witnessed the Great Disconnection. Ooh. The Great Disconnection was when the Gek first spawn destroyed the Korvax homeworld, Korvax Prime. And yeah, so that Echo, which is like a Korvax ghost, witnessed the Great Connection. One of few. The times of slavery, war, peace, all of them past. I go to see the Gek. All those I knew were melted to form Gek vessels. They entered the system and face our own. We have come to discuss our treaty once more. We meet with the shadow of a monolith. It is our way. We wait for a sign from the Atlas. We wait for a command to change. None comes. The Gek will postpone their decision once more. They will not return the metal of my friends. Not yet. I go to see the Gek. They have come to discuss our treaty once more. Interesting. That's cool. Pretty neat, all these different logs that Greg Buchanan wrote for this. I wonder how many different ones there are. Cargo manifest, that's just a bunch of items. Not that interesting. I'm going to start skipping over the less interesting log entries. Especially ones that are just items or crew lists. If there's something interesting or comical, I might read it in some of them. I like that there's procedural entries, though. That's something that people asked for a long time ago. I even did. In the old days when I used to be on Reddit, we would do a lot of suggestion threads, and even ones that Hello Games like asked that we make. There was like, you know, a pinned thread where people could give their suggestions and we knew that Hello Games was going to read them. And one thing that I had suggested and others was like to make little procedural storylines, like just at planet buildings or whatever, just have like a procedural story type thing about the people that had been there. And so this is kind of like that, but of course it's only in derelict freighters, it's not all over the universe. Expedition, round up Viking smugglers, seized contraband, no activity, crew reported torpedo maintenance, engaged pirate vessels, I'm about to sneeze. Excuse me. Forced to retreat after hostiles summoned backup from orbital weapons platform. Fleet suffered heavy bombardment. There we go. Ooh. Oh yeah, this is the dead end. Good. Yeah, I was saying last time it'd be really cool if they added bosses. Like a really big biological horror boss in the last room. Or something else. Or maybe like a, I don't know, a bunch of sentinels or something in the last room. Something weird like that. That would be cool. Boss battles are something we've never had in No Man's Sky, unless you count fighting... oh, this is the way forward. Unless you count fighting sentinel walkers, but I wouldn't call that a boss battle because it's not required for anything. Except with maybe the exception where you're supposed to kill a bunch of sentinels in the base building quests, but I don't think it really requires you to kill a walker for that. But yeah, you get what I'm saying, that, yeah, we would be required to beat a boss in order to do the last room or whatever. So that would be an actual boss battle that you're required to do in order to progress on something that you're doing. Like, not even in the Atlas Rises storyline. Like, I think a couple occasions Sentinels get called in the Atlas Rises storyline, but you don't have to beat them or anything. There's never really been any required battles, except for like some multiplayer missions. I don't know if you're really required, other than killing creatures, which definitely isn't a boss battle. There's really no time in the game where you're required to kill things. Combat gets initiated, but you don't necessarily have to kill them a lot of times. Expedition event. Forcibly remove pirates from base on planet. Vault contents confiscated. Bounty claims from Korvax authorities. Oh, missed some chats. Ooh, I missed a bunch of chats. Tiny bots are coming after you. I think the scatter blaster works best on these derelicts. Keep a space shotgun as my second. Yeah, I might get the scatter blaster. So the Gek melted down the Korvax bodies to make spaceships. Yep. Yeah, that's been in the lore since the beginning. It's in the Gek ruin lore, and also the Korvax ruin lore. In fact, I think all three races talk about the Korvax being killed by the Gek, Korvax homeworld being destroyed. It was a pretty important event in the lore. And yeah, at least in some of the races' lore, it talks about how they melted down the Korvax for their technology. No activity on long-range scanners. Ned do skin sector at peace. Ambushed by Gek pirates. Expedition ill-equipped to respond. Severe damage taken. Alright. Expedition log. Fired upon by hostile starships. Rerouted all power to tractor beam. Are tractor beams ever going to be a thing? We don't really have tractor beams other than the guide that lets you into space stations and stuff, which isn't really a tractor beam, I guess. Collected both enemy weapons and starships. Processed all material for scrap. Claimed bounty for hostile pilots. Attacked by pirates while conducting survey in Uktos system. Radio power knocked out of alignment, but countermeasures otherwise entirely successful. Warped away with no further damage. Engaged pirate vessels, forced to retreat after hostiles summoned backup from orbital weapons platform. Fleet suffered heavy bombardment. Alright. Cool, last room. Good, we got all the rooms, I didn't miss any. Lots of jellies in this one. They do hurt you if you run into them, so guess I gotta kill them. Gotta upgrade. You seem to get upgrades in the last room, or maybe I'm wrong. But man, I didn't get much loot. I got a few rare items, so that's good. Looks like I'll get some money from those. But I didn't get a whole bunch of loot in this freighter. It was kind of a not great one as far as, you know, making a profit. Monitoring and maintenance log. Containment failure in crew quarters. Outcome, camera feed purged from records. Security pass rejection in anomaly containment hold. Crew dispatched. Uncontainable test subject outbreak in sleeping unit. Area sealed. Crew quarantined. Cool. Ooh, here's some boxes. Nice. I don't really want all the living slime. It's really not worth it in my opinion. I know you can eventually turn it into nanites, but meh. Ship log decrypted. Sorry. Location tracking report. Personal bioscan last detected 3 days ago in crew quarters. Others present. Biometric readouts indicate parasitic larvae present. No further life signs. Oh, missed a box in the middle. Should be good now. Alright, yep, bulkhead. I want to max out my freighter inventory. Cool. Before I do anything else. Then I'll start getting upgrades and whatnot. Cool. I think we're good now. So I'm going to head out. Okay, I'm gonna go sell the thingies. And then go expand my freighter. And I think I'll also go get my indium from my indium mine. And then I'd like to try and go ahead and buy a few frigates and maybe send them out on a mission. And then tomorrow we can debrief that mission after the freighter and so on. Start making some more money that way. I think that'd be good. So in a way, this series is another Lost in Space series. I did a series called Lost in Space where that one was about pulsing around and getting the new space encounters, but it was also a series where I pretty much only stayed in space and didn't do things on planets. That's basically what this series is, other than going to my indium mine to make some money. But yeah, pretty much all the activity in this series is in space. Derelict freighters. I'm also going to do frigate missions and stuff. Okay, let's see if I can sell again. Yay. Sweet. Lots of nanites there. And I will go to my freighter real quick. Oh, I just remembered you can build a portal on your freighter. I'm going to have to do that. I completely forgot about that. Let's do that now, after I upgrade with the bulkhead and get my items out of my freighter. Oh, I forgot to sell stuff. Darn it. I guess I can sell them on my freighter. Hopefully it won't be a lot less money from them. Let's... It's a one-way portal. Oh no, you can't warp from somewhere else to the freighter. Well, that's fine. I don't mind that. As long as I can leave the freighter that way. Yeah, add additional storage. Yep, I'm just going to do general, since you can put technology in general. Cool. 48 is max, I'm pretty sure. Still. Well, actually, I don't think there was really any way to get to 48 with freighters. I can't remember anyone ever saying they ever actually found a 48 freighter, because it was all just chance. You could get ones with quite a few, but not totally maxed out usually. When freighters were first added, you could, because the system was different. It used to be every time you bought a freighter, the new freighter would like have one or two more slots, and it would cost more than your current freighter, but they ditched that fairly quickly and changed it to just a procedural system where freighters had a procedural amount of slots, and they didn't slowly build up. So I had a 48 slot freighter way back in the day when every new freighter you bought had more slots, but they got rid of that system pretty early on. Yeah, there wasn't any 48 after they changed the system, how it worked. Alright, keep that stuff in there for now. I need to go sell. Oh, I haven't built I need to build a trade terminal in this freighter. I'm gonna delete all this junk. I still don't have an Atlas pass. I'm pretty sure the only way to get Atlas passes now is manufacturing facilities. So may have to do that eventually. But honestly, Atlas passes have never really been all that useful. They're kind of dumb. I did go ahead and build a whatever this thing's called, the thing that lets you call your exocraft in any system where your freighter is called. Alright, what do I need? 3 microprocessors. Hopefully I have... Oh no, I don't think I have enough carbon to make... Dang it! Ah! I gotta go get carbon to make a trade terminal in here. That's annoying. I also need... Let's see, can I go ahead and make a... freighter thingy? Yeah, good. I have the stuff for that. So I can do missions with my new freighter. Oh, Foundation. Yeah, I remember that. Yep. Yep, I spent a long time making acid to get the 1.1 billion units required to buy freighters. Yeah, I built... I think it's still on my channel. I built a giant... what's it called? Albumin pearl farm. Albumin pearls were debatably the best way to make money. I did like a whole thread on Reddit trying to say why albumin pearl was a better farm than lubricant. It used to be everybody would do, I think it was lubricant. I think back then Mordite was just converted directly into lubricant. That was the easiest thing to do. It was super easy to plant a bunch of Mordite and turn it all into lubricant. That was back when the recipes were totally different. But I like did this whole spreadsheet where I tried to prove that albumin pearl was better. Problem was, albumin pearl was a lot harder to make. Everybody did lubricant. Man, this is another, old times back in the day, olden days story. But everyone did Mordite because it was super easy. Albumin pearl was super hard because you had to go underwater, get all of the whatever the stuff back then was called that you got underwater from those chandelier looking things, and that was used to plant albumin pearls. So that took forever to do, but I tried to show them that once you do that, once you do all that work to plant an albumin pearl farm, then it's way better than Mordite. But yeah, none of that applies anymore because prices and recipes have all changed, so who knows. Obviously, yeah, the system of making money from farming is way different now, so none of that applies. But that was how I got my billion units to get a 48 slot freighter, was with an albumin pearl farm. In fact, I'm not sure. I don't think I did show that on camera. I think that was back... Oh, that was back before I started doing YouTube. Yeah. Yeah, that... Because when my first videos, I had my 48 slot freighter, and I showed that off in like my second video. Well, I didn't really show the slots, but I showed myself summoning the freighter. So yeah, all that I did was before I started doing YouTube. So that is like really old OG story of me before I started my channel. I used to do that with albumin pearls. It was fun exploring the oceans to get kelp sack. Well, it wasn't called kelp sack back then, but yeah, the same thing basically. So anyway, sorry about all the rambling. I'll get back to... Need to go sell this junk and somehow get a bunch of carbon to make a trade terminal in my freighter at some point, because I'm definitely going to need that. I could buy a bunch of oxygen and turn some of it into carbon, so I don't have to go to a planet for that. Do trade terminals really not sell carbon? They really should. Yeah. Sell the other thingies. I still think I should keep the nip buds and start planting those. Nah, I don't really want to farm anymore. Oh, Rigogen, yeah, thanks, Beals. Beals reminded me, yeah. It was called Rigogen back then. Such a weird name. Rigogen was the stuff you got underwater from the glowing plant things. Oh man, those were the days. Those were the days. Really didn't make much money off this one. I think I'm gonna take quite a loss from this one. I got lots of nanites. It's always good that you get lots of nanites from these things. But I don't think I'm even gonna get back up to 20 units, which is what I started with today. Yep. Just barely didn't make a profit. Oh well. But I made lots of nanites, so that's good. Yep, Rigogen. Oh yeah. Joe says, me, McReaper, Calamity Mame, and Father Mac, those were Spacing Guild members, built the Spacing Guild Pearl Farms and located a space station that bought them for, 190%. Cool. Mr. Baba Django says, do you think NMS getting another update? Yeah, definitely. I mean, one's already in the works. It's not any kind of big update. It's a bug fix plus a small content update, which is today Wednesday. I'm losing track of time, like, you know why, because nobody's leaving their houses anymore. I'm hoping we get the update tomorrow, if tomorrow's Thursday. Sometimes we get updates on Friday, so maybe. But yeah, very soon we're gonna get, gold star systems. Do they even use gold stars anymore? But yeah, we're getting a small content update very soon. As far as a named update, I'm thinking we're probably going to get another one in August. Not a really big one, probably another small-ish one. But yeah, we're definitely going to get more updates this year, but don't know when. Never know when until they drop. Let's see, did everything get sold? Mostly. Got some carbon. Oh wait, is some of my carbon? No. Anyway. I wonder if anybody sells carbon. Like, I know they sell oxygen, which can be converted into carbon. I guess I'll just do that. Okay. Well, this is the oxygen I just bought. It's separate, so we'll just convert that into carbon. So I have a bunch of carbon. Oh, it's Thursday? Dang it. Well, we didn't get the update today. May not be till next week if they are going to keep working on it a lot more. But probably next week we'll get a content update that will add base building parts from derelict freighters, which will be awesome. Can't wait for that. Alright, so should be about done. That's halfway there. Now I got plenty of carbon though. So go build a trade terminal in my freighter and a portal. And I'll go to my indium mine from there. Yeah, I know. So easy to lose track of time when you're not working and stuff. Whew. But I am going back to the beginning of September, thankfully. Probably should have checked if I had enough other stuff for microprocessors, but I do, yeah. Plenty of chromatic metal. Let's go ahead and take stuff out of here. I think I'll leave the Mordite. I don't really need that for anything. At least not until I get a living ship. Eventually I'll get a living ship on this save. Really convenient thing about living ship is that... Whoa, that's some weird light coming in. Great thing about living ships is that they use different elements to charge all their stuff, which is a lot more convenient for some things. Especially warping, which just requires chromatic metal. So, I really like living ships for that. Only problem with living ships is we can't expand their inventory yet. Which is why I'll probably stick with my hauler for the majority of this playthrough on this save. But, anyway. Getting sidetracked. Okay. Go. Alright, what does it take to build a portal? I'm gonna put the portal back here for whatever reason. Okay. 4 metal plates, 2 carbon nanotubes. Shell says, looks like here in California it's going to be remote teaching. Yeah. I kind of wish I got to keep doing remote teaching, but I have to go back to the building soon. I'm not worried about getting the virus. I mean, I might... Uh-oh. They need to fix that bug. It's saying that it doesn't have power, even though it does. But, yeah, I'd like it if I kept doing remote teaching, but I have to go back to the building. I'm not worried about getting the virus, I just am very antisocial, and it's a lot easier dealing with my coworkers when I don't have to see them in person. But I will like seeing the students in person again. That'll be nice. But, yeah. Okay, we did that. Oh. Oh, sweet! I didn't even notice I got a salvage frigate module. Awesome. Wait. Oh, no, I just accidentally took it out of my freighter. Apparently. That's weird. Yeah, I guess I just accidentally took that out. Darn it. I thought I got one in the freighter today. Oh well. Okay. So, I'm going to go get my indium, and then I will try buying some freighters. So, indium mine. It's not naming my bases again. That's annoying. I named them, but it's not showing them in the portal thing. I thought they fixed that, but apparently not. So I have to visit them at least once. It's too bad you can't warp to your freighter. I was really hoping for that, but at least they gave us a one-way portal so that we can go from our freighter to our bases. So it's basically the same as the space anomaly. You can't warp to the space anomaly. I guess anything that's movable, space anomaly can be moved and your freighter can be moved. So you can't warp to things that can be moved like that. So, but that's fine. At least they made it so we can leave that way. Ah, man, I crashed. If you can hear this, this will be it for today, because I crashed again.